Tits and giggles. Tits and giggles. Tits and giggles. Tits and giggles. Welcome to Tits and Giggles. I'm Keisha.
And I'm Kaya.
Oh, and we have Simone in the back. Sorry, Simone don't want to do right. So it's hard to
always say my name.
It's hard to recall. I apologize. Simone in the back, our producer. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
So I say, how y'all doing? Y'all know what to say?
Maybe we not ready yet.
Jesus.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming.
I got confused.
Y'all can never do right. Jesus. Alright. So we looking at the second week in March coming up. Y'all celebrate St. Patrick's Day? When y'all was no? How about when y'all was a kid? No.
I don't remember.
What?
Absolutely not.
Listen, when I was a kid, everybody had to wear green.
Oh, or you got pinched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
because I don't remember much of my childhood.
Oh, Jesus. I remember much of my childhood.
I don't. Except for your mom taking us all over the place.
Ooh.
We being down at your house. Causing trouble. Remember we was running through the field that night? What was we doing? We was running through the field, yo.
I chewing on the corn? What are you talking
Yes, we
about?
were running through the field, yo. I don't know
field.
what we were playing, but we was running through the field.
Nah,
You know the field right next to you. Come on, don't even act like that.
I was not a. That's,
She don't want you to know about her upbringing. That's all that
she knew what I was going to say. That would have been. I'm sorry for. Yes. I don't recall it.
But she was running in the field. I promise you.
Good Lord.
It's like 2 a.m. too.
2 in the morning.
2
Running through
in
a
the
field at 2 in the
morning,
morning
yes.
is insane.
Listen.
Ask the people that was there.
No.
Eh,
Who is that?
It was always the 4 of us.
Who? Me, you, Nick, and who?
Well, if you had Nick, he makes 5.
Oh, who the other people?
My
Your
sister.
and who?
Key.
Oh, I was like, who the hell
Hey,
is that?
I don't listen. Everybody be particular
Yeah,
about
no,
things.
she's straight. Yeah, I don't. She was there.
Yeah. I don't know what we was playing.
I think you made this.
I promise you I didn't make it up.
I don't.
But yes, next conversation ass.
All right, I got you. But anyway, Simone, what you got going on? What you been up to? How's work?
Lovely. I finished my class on Thursday.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Got an A in that, you know.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, what class? Jim?
No. First of all, I don't even like Jim.
You don't like Jim?
No. What class was that? Organizational education. Structure. What was it? I don't remember. Structural organization in education. Yeah. So I got an A in that.
Sure, you got an A. You
Yeah.
didn't know the name of the class.
It was something like that. As you
Yeah,
get,
I was thinking the
you
same
know,
thing, but
as you
whatever.
progress in your school career, college career, you know, the titles get longer.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so yeah. And then that was it. That was the most exciting thing that happened for me.
In your week?
Yep. Because that class was just a drag. You know.
Hey, how was your drive?
It was cool. Got up early, avoided traffic, tractors, deers, all that stuff. Smooth ride.
This girl like she coming from North Dakota or something.
Listen, I'm all back country road, so.
What y'all watching? You go.
Jeff.
Did you?
No, but No, before you start,
Okay,
I did not.
go ahead.
So don't tell me.
All right,
But I
all right.
kind of started watching Harlem
Mm-hmm.
last weekend. I watched the entire thing Saturday, and then Sunday finished the last 3 episodes. So now I'm caught up. I didn't see Friday.
I haven't seen Friday yet either.
Don't tell, well, obviously Keisha saw it. Don't tell us. I want to be surprised on my own. And then I also watched Sisters, and I started watching it last night, but then I ended up falling asleep, so I didn't get to the part where I really wanted to get to. The episode before, this man knocked on Zach and Zatima's door and was like, "I'm her child's father," and that's where it cut off at.
Yeah.
I need to get back into that because I need to finish it and see what went on there.
So let's go back to Harlem.
Yeah.
I'm taken by the binge watching that you really enjoyed.
I love it.
That's the person who was like, I tried to get into it.
I did. No, I had to sit there. I sat there and I watched it. In the first episode, I was like, oh. And then the second one came on and it was just it from there. And then like Sunday, when I was like, all right, I'm going to finish the last couple episodes, it was like 5 episodes left. I had to watch season 2. And I was like, let me just sit here and watch one. They're only 35. Like, and I was literally saying this to myself, like, out loud, because I had to go. I need to go to the mall to use my coupons before they expired. And I was like, it was 1 o'clock. And I said, all right, let me just watch one episode. It'd be about 1:30. I'll get up, more clothes at 6. Ended up watching 2. And I was like, I have to go. I'll watch the rest when I get back. Because I was like, that was a trap. But I finished them all Sunday, and I was like, wow.
Exactly.
I love it. It's a great show. Y'all should. You gotta watch it. Everybody needs to watch it.
Everybody
needs to watch that. It's good.
She be so against
So I just had to watch it.
Well, I'm glad you.
And I had told Nicole that I started watching it. She was like, yeah, I tried to put it on for you that day I was doing your hair, but you was too busy on your phone. And I was like, oh, well, now I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it now. I love it.
Don't listen. So I can't tell you that.
No, don't tell
you can't
nothing.
tell either one of us.
No, because she ain't seen it either.
Yes.
Keep it to yourself.
And you know how frustrated I was with where I ended at, so don't tell us.
Yeah.
Well, I also watched First Wives Club on BET. You ever watched that before?
That's not like the weather. What they be watching on there? Weather Club, Weather Girls, Weather Wives. What is it on Harlem? That's what they sound like. This show that they watch, Weather Wives.
I don't know what it's called. But it's kind of like same concept. 4 women: Jill Scott, Deborah Cox, 2 other ladies. The one lady looked like the lady from P-Valley, the one that shut down the thing. She
The one that was in there
going to a divorce.
Yeah.
She looked like her, but I looked it up. I don't think they're the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's another lady. The one lady passed away like first season. I didn't like that.
In real life?
No.
Oh.
They killed her off the show. But I liked her on the show. There's another girl on there. But anyway, it's a good show. Jill Scott is like the she's a singer, but then like she owns a record label. And
so is it kind of like that show Star? I don't even know how that went, but I know they were singing in there and then people got together.
I don't know. I guess maybe like an adult version, maybe. So yeah, that's pretty good too.
Maybe I'll watch that because so far that recommendation was awesome.
Terrible. All right. Anything else happening in y'all's week? Oh, how's y'all? You still sticking with the gym, Kaya?
Yes, man.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
I got 4 months to get it right.
Simone, you still going to the gym?
No, I'm not. Do you see my hair? No, I'm not.
Simone got her curls in, y'all.
Ask me next week.
So you can't go to the gym with the curls? You don't know how to wrap it?
No, even if I wrap it, it's sweat. Sweat from the roots.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, that's not a problem. I'm natural over here.
I've only straightened my hair once and then put the little curler flexi rod things in to get these, bouncy.
So hold on.
And I use dry, I just feel like Keisha has really taught me so much in my life. Flexi rods, dry shampoo. Yeah, because I never used dry shampoo before. And then she told me about it, and I was like, because I didn't think that would work on my hair. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not using it. And now I found one it's still not your mother's, and it's clean free, but for nighttime. And it's you put spray in your hair, and then at night you wake up, or in the morning, and it's just floating.
Yeah.
But it also has like that, you know how like lavender puts you to sleep or whatever? Yeah. It has that in there too.
Okay.
So you spray it and it helps you like go to sleep too.
Gotcha.
I love it. I love it.
I'm so glad you are prospering in your life.
I am.
It's a beautiful thing to see. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
So crazy. Anything else anybody want to add?
No, I'm good over here.
Okay. Warning. Please be advised that this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as fact or advice. Please be advised that at some point you may need to adjust your volume due to screaming and loud laughter.
All right, guys, we have a treat for you today. We're going to have a special guest. So if you would join me and welcome our special guest, Mr. Lou, former Morgan Stanley
Stockbroker.
Stockbroker. I'm so sorry. Mr. Lou, former Morgan Stanley stockbroker. Please welcome him to the show.
Happy to be here.
Mr. Lou is here to help us with our financial endeavors.
Gonna try.
He is an expert.
Now, don't put the expert label on it. Now, don't put the
Financial. Let's say he has his hand in a little bit of finances, a little bit of real estate. So we're gonna see, what he can offer us, our listeners. Mr. Lou, I really appreciate you being here with us, or we appreciate you being here with us today.
I'm happy to be here. Nice to be here with you ladies.
You're the first millionaire I know.
hey, don't be telling people.
Yeah, talking too much, huh?
Millionaire. He go to the club and
this is not that type of party.
Well, let me correct her.
Professional.
Yeah, we don't do that over here. We don't go to the club to do that. We purchase income producing assets over here. How about that? Right. we don't throw money at asses.
Right. So Mr. Lou, do you can you give us a little bit of your background?
Background like everyone else, grew up poor, raised by my grandparents. So I got to see life from an older perspective, the importance of being ready for retirement age and being ready when you get older to, retire with dignity.
Retire with dignity. Man, I promise I want to do that. I promise. All right, so we have two handfuls of questions. So we want to go ahead and get into that. I have a 401k, a Roth IRA, and a traditional IRA. What do you think are the top 3 ways to save for retirement?
Yeah, they all are good. The difference between them all are really the tax benefits with the IRAs and the 401ks. So you can't go wrong with either one of them. You should have all 3 without a doubt.
All right. Now, if you had to swap one of those out, would you say that you would try and plug in real estate or like stocks and bonds? Like, what if somebody like, I don't want to mess with the IRAs like that?
Well, it all depends on the person, the individual, and that temperament. So when you own real estate, you got to deal with people, and some people don't want to deal with people, right? So you gotta be ready to unclog toilets. You gotta, or know somebody that will go and unclog toilets for you and things of that nature, right?
Right.
So, and then the stocks, you gotta be mindful about what that company's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, it all depends on the person how you wanna go about growing your wealth. So you can't. There's no one size fits all. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
With that one.
All right, gotcha. So what percentage do you think one should save for retirement?
Oh, well, you should save at least 10%, and that's just not for retirement. That's for life in general.
Okay.
So when we save for retirement, you also want to be. So when you save in those vehicles with the IRAs and the 401ks, you can only pull them out for certain events, right? So you want to make sure you have other vehicles to be able to pull money out for everyday life if unexpected
like
problems come about.
Emergency savings account.
Right.
All right. Now, how would you say? So you said you recommend 10%. Now, how would
10% saving from your paycheck? Yeah,
Okay.
that's bare minimum. Got to do that.
All right. So would you break that down a certain percentage? Like I have, I don't know, maybe 20-some%. So there's like I got 7% here, 8% here, 5% in somewhere else. Like, how would you break down that 10% for somebody just starting out?
Well, for just starting out, I would put the 10% minimum on one thing.
Okay.
So if you're 20 years old, I would start with one thing. You don't want to overwhelm yourself.
Right.
And then you branch out as you get older. You get more knowledge. You get more understanding of, and you get more aware of who you are and where you want to go with life.
All right. So to retire at 65, what age do you think that you should start?
With the day you were born. So in my feeling is when everyone's born, someone should put aside some money.
Right.
Because it's not really how much, it's time in, right? So appreciation is what you want to get. Okay. It don't matter if it's stocks, it don't matter if it's real estate, because we all know things normally tend to go up over the years, right? Mm-hmm. So we also want income producing things, right? So it's not okay, or it's not, in my opinion, it's not good enough just to buy something and then when you want money, you sell that something. Yeah. And now you have nothing left, right? Yeah. Once you spend it all. So you want to buy something that's going to generate income consistently with the rental properties, with dividend paying stocks, things like that. Certificate of deposits, some people don't want to do stocks or real estate with the interest rates going up, but you want something that's going to generate income as well as go up.
Right. All right, so for most of us, you know, our parents or grandparents aren't like saving from the beginning. So if somebody's hearing this now, obviously if you're in your 30s and 40s, you need to begin now. But say if you're early 20s, like you just, you know, as soon as you get a job, just go in and try it.
As soon as you get a job, pick up cans, do whatever you got to do. Side hustles, all that money counts. A little bit turns into a lot after a while.
Right.
So you can never start too small. I mean, you hear a lot of different people with the $5 a day investment plan. That's the most simplest thing in a thing called the S&P 500, ticker symbol SPY. Can't get much simpler than that.
All right. So I know that Kai uses Red Robin. She uses he uses Robinhood to purchase stocks, and I have a Fidelity account. What are your top 3 companies to purchase stocks from?
They all do the same thing. So it's like going to Walmart or Target. You know, you still got to buy whatever you're going to buy within that building, right? So they all do the same. As long as you can buy fractional shares for those who don't have lump sum money, that's all you really should care about.
Can you give
or a reputable company, because you don't want to get somebody who's going to may go under, right?
Right.
Being bankrupt.
He always told me, buy what you use.
That's it. Right. Yeah, buy what you use. Yeah, you drink Pepsi, buy Pepsi. You drink Coke, buy Coke. You go to Walmart, buy Walmart.
All right. Can you give us a little bit more on like fractional stocks? Can you break that down just a little bit?
Fractional shares is where you can invest only $5. Some places like Cash App, I think you can do as low as $1. where you don't. So if you want to buy, like we just said, buy what you know, what you use. If you like Target's $100 stock. You might not have $100 to put in to buy a whole share, so you can buy $5 of that company and still reap the benefits of the dividends and everything else that they give out. But you're not buying that whole share; you're buying part of that share, fractional. So as you build and you grow and you add more, you'll get to that whole share, and then on and on and on, so forth.
Okay.
So compounding interest is one thing that we all should be very aware about. We should all want to participate in, right? So let time, right? So let time work for you. So when that money comes in, you reinvest that money, and then so if I put it in an investment and I get $100, I put that $100 right back into it. So next time I'll get $110. Next time I get money interest off of that 110, it'll be 115 now, and so forth, so forth.
All right. So for beginners, how much money would you say you would start with for your first stock? You would just go with the $5?
I would go with that, because most people are nerds. If you never heard about it, you don't know anything about it, go with something that you're okay with. You won't be looking at it every day, every second, worried about.
Yeah.
So start with the $5 a day, watch it grow, and I guarantee you, once you see it grow, you'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna put $10 now. We're gonna go with 20 now.
Yeah. That's what I found, just in life in general. For me, patience is everything.
Yes.
Like everything you're doing is patience. You put that money, like you said, you put it in there. You can't look at it every day.
Right.
You can't look at it every day. Now, what stocks do you favor besides what you use by? What's something that sticks out for you, or one of your favorites?
Well, for me, because again, this goes to personal preference, because I am a little more aggressive with my investing. It would be something like the small caps. Hopefully they grow and give me a big return, but also dividend paying companies. And pretty much no matter, as long as they're a strong company and they haven't had dividend cuts or they're not on the verge of bankruptcy, you can't go wrong with dividend paying companies.
All right. Can you give us like some examples? I need something to adapt.
Yeah, Kai can, because she has a whole list of them. Give me some examples. I can't think of off. Yeah, run down your list right here. Yeah.
Because I don't really care. You know, I don't got my data on.
Suburban Propane is one that comes to mind. Yes, Suburban Propane, 8% dividend yield, which is so if you put that in perspective, where if you got a regular savings account, you got a, maybe it's a little more now, but last year was what, 0.05% interest rate, or if you get a certificate deposit right now, 5% is a high yield right now for a certificate of deposit. So you're getting 3% more guaranteed money off of Suburban Propane.
So this certificate, that's still a good investment thing, because I know when we was younger, it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm. For the people who don't want the ups and downs of the stock market, the real estate market, and it's just another vehicle. I wouldn't put it all in the certificate of deposit, but you definitely should have something like that in your portfolio.
And another dividend paying stocks locally that just came back to mind, B&G. He put me on B&G a couple months ago. It's like, what, an 8% dividend yield?
It was 8%, yeah, but it shot up, yeah.
So
the price of the stock went up, so now it's at 6% or something like that. So she getting dividend money every quarter. She getting paid a check every quarter. What a dividend is they give you portion of their profits, in the form of a check.
And you talking B&G, the pickle place?
Yes, I'm talking B&G. Yep. He put me on it, and I purchased some, and they started paying me dividends.
Wow.
And then the stock had good earnings, and the price appreciated. So now she gained money on the appreciation of the stock plus the dividends.
And you held that. You kept that you buried that.
Right.
That's what I be talking about.
That's
You
that
see how
conversation
Simone,
I had with him.
You see how Simone be like, it don't matter.
When I talk to you about my stocks thing, you don't be too
whatever
keen on it.
information that comes to me that I know, and Simone can attest to this, want it or not, I will share.
I'm glad you said that. Because she does not share. And I get on her all the time. I'm like, yo,
That's true.
I'll send her information. I'm like, yo, you should give it to somebody else. No. I'm like, well, it's not just for you. It's for your people that you might know that might find value in it.
Might know,
I wanna
don't
check.
be wanting to find value in anything.
Listen, I'm a firm believer. Each one teach one. That's the life that I try to live. Wow,
Yes.
that's crazy. Well, Simone, B&G is a pickle place back home.
Like real pickles to eat.
Yeah,
I love
like they
pickles.
package them. and
Well, they
all
start
that.
off as cucumbers and they hurt when you put them in a jar.
Nobody.
But B&G is bigger than that though.
Yes,
B&G,
yes,
yeah,
very much
they
so.
own a lot of frozen foods that you might purchase in your local grocery store that you don't even know B&G owns.
This is true.
Learn something every day.
Right.
Just gotta
She
be
talking
more
smack,
careful.
but when I try to give her stock information, she
That's
does not be
different.
trying to
B&G
do
is
it.
specific. Like I know of them. I don't
Yeah,
have money
they'll
to just be
change.
gambling with some stocks. But B&G, like I'm familiar with it. I might be a little more intrigued. Maybe I'm
Okay.
putting my
So-
$5 away for B&G.
Right.
Yeah, well, Apple
Sounds
is a
like-
dividend stock. Walmart, Target, Ford. Ford's also a dividend. They're about 5% annual dividend right now. REITs. That's another way to get into real estate. Is through REITs. Real Estate Investment Trust is what REIT stands for.
Okay.
They are companies that conglomerates that buy like shopping malls and hospitals and stuff. They rent from companies that own the building, and then they disperse their income. That's another way to get involved in real estate is through REITs. If you don't have down payment money, you don't want to deal with
You don't want to deal with the people.
yeah, deal with people. Yeah,
Well, that's
and they tend to pay higher dividend yields too. REITs.
that's a good segue into the next question. I heard you don't need money to invest in real estate. Is that true?
That is not true. You need money to invest in real estate because things tear up. People tear stuff up. So you definitely need money. Now to purchase real estate, you need money as well. So most time they're referring to they don't need their own money. So I bought a property and I took a loan for the down payment money. However, when I did the calculations, the money that was coming in, the rental income, was enough to pay for the mortgage, the loan, and have taxes, insurance, and have money left over for repairs. So I don't need any of my own money, but
you need money.
you need money, yes.
Oh, little word trickery there. So what's a good?
I'm sorry, I don't want to stop. I hate to,
You're fine.
but Bank of America, I don't know if they still are doing it right now. For black people, they are having a zero down real estate purchase program, mortgage available.
Now, Bank of America has been a little tricky.
A little
Louis.
tricky.
Now,
I read the
don't
headline. I
know
didn't
if
go
we
too
wanna-
deep in it.
Yeah, I know we won't
I
put
will
that
say that.
At your own
Yeah,
risk.
at your own risk. Yeah.
At your own risk, people. Y'all have some good history there. But I mean, I guess if you can get it, get it. So what's a good first time investment property?
Whatever you can afford to pay when your tenant doesn't.
Okay.
So that means now you don't have to worry about them. So that keeps the power in you on your side. So when you get a property and you stretch and you leverage to the point where if they move out, I don't know how I'm gonna pay the mortgage, then
That's not
That
good.
ain't
that's no
fair.
good, right? That's no good because now you got to put up with that tenant that may be not such a good tenant.
Yeah.
But when you got the power and you can say if they leave, I'm okay for 2-3 months. Hey, I don't like what you said to me. Here's your 30-day notice.
Gotcha. Now, do you think that apartment complexes are a good investment option?
Definitely. However, they work on a whole different level when you start dealing with commercial properties like that. You're gonna need a lot of money for repairs if that comes about. But but your money definitely can be bigger because you have a lot more people. If one person moves out, you still got 20 other people paying you, right?
Right.
But it's a little tricky when you get up to the commercial part, as far as qualifying and things for that type of stuff. Because they want experience. The people that gives you the loan, they only want some kind of experience. Who's going to run the property, stuff like that. So now you're going to have, and most time you're going to have a property manager managing it for you. So now you got to find a good property manager, or they can rob you too. And you can have to fire them and find somebody else as you go through 5 or 6 property managers to find one good one.
Yeah. And that's something I don't think that, well, that's a couple of things that I don't think that people realize. Because we see, real estate, money, money, money,
Right.
money. But you gotta have, like you said, people to fix the stuff. You gotta have a manager. Because if you living in Philadelphia and you got somewhere in Florida,
Right.
that's a long commute.
A long commute. And now prices so high and they talking recession and so in my thing is if market rent is $2,000 a month, but that's a struggle every month and they paying late,
Yeah.
is it really worth it? Every month I'm like, I hope the check come. Hope the check come. Versus having a little lower payment of rent. So instead of market's $2,000, I'm charging $15. But then on the other side, now what kind of people you gonna get when you lower the rent like that?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's always a catch-22 with it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I got a three-parter. Give me your number one rule when it comes to preparing for retirement, buying stocks, and purchasing real estate. And we'll go with the retirement first.
Start. That's the number one rule. Is to start. Stop. I wonder. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna try. Just do it. Learn as you go.
Once you start, you don't realize you're missing the money.
Mm-hmm.
It just becomes natural, and you learn to live without it and make the adjustments.
All right. What about buying stocks?
Again, this is toward people who don't know much about stocks. Buy what you use. Can't go wrong with that. Buy what you use.
All right. Purchasing real estate.
Again, only buy it if you can afford to make payments if you don't have a tenant.
All right. So I have. Do y'all have any questions for Lewis? Did y'all? Simone.
What is, so my job has 403B. What's the difference between that and then a 401k? Is there a difference?
Just the name, pretty much.
Okay.
I don't want to mislead you and say I know the entire difference of why they would call it, but it's just the name. they still take the money out your check. They still give you a list of companies that you can put your money into. Yeah, so it's pretty much just the name as far as you concerned. It might be a different tax benefit for the company, but it all works the same.
All right, Kai, any questions you want to ask Lewis?
Nah, I'll ask him later.
All right, so advice to first-time homeowners. If somebody's about to buy or looking for their first house, what advice would you give them?
Don't buy a car after you buy the house. Most times you buy a car, you buy the house now. Cause when you buy the house, your credit good now, right? So now you out here, you gonna finance the furniture. You gonna buy a new car. You gonna tear it up, right? So and then 6 years later, you like, dang. Now they got slips on your door. So just stay chill after you buy it. Put your money away, buy your house that you can afford, and just relax on that, and then let the other stuff come to you after you build. Put your 10% away. You build other things, but don't try to rush it too fast. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
I have a question. What
and when you get that house, first time home buyers, do not refinance and cash out refinancing once you see $30,000 equity. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What if you purchased a car, let's just say last year, and now this year, it hadn't even been a year yet, and now you're looking to purchase a home? Should you wait another year or?
No. If you got the means to, by all means. If you always wait for the perfect time, you'll never do it.
Right.
So, if you have the means to, and so, I guess you're asking that because interest rates are higher right now. Is that so? If you can afford the house you get into right now, and the interest rates go down, then you can always not cash out refinance, but just refinance to the lower interest rate.
All right, and then one more last question for you. All right, so someone just lost their job, so they don't have any money coming in, and all that they have is their 401k. would you advise them to tap into it, like cash it out, and then use what they have, or use a good number that's really important and hold the rest, or just try and find something else but don't tap into your 401k?
Well, of course you would want to try and find something else and hold off as long as possible. But if you have to, you have to. I mean, we still got to eat, we still got to keep a roof over our head. Now, when you get fired, switch jobs, you can roll that 401k over into an IRA, and which gives you a little bit more control over it. I would probably go Roth IRA because you normally can take the money out once you convert it into a Roth. I think you can take the money out with no penalties after a while.
Yeah, the Roth is my favorite because even though when you look at it, it's hard to look at, but they've already taken the taxes out.
Yeah,
That's the better option between the traditional, or that I think the traditional and the Roth, because it's like what you see is what you get.
Right, grows tax free. Yeah. Now the only difference between them two, like I said in the beginning, is the taxes. Right now, the upfront taxes, how much you pay in taxes.
Yeah. And I think that you could take it out like a little earlier.
Yeah,
There's like
after 5 years, you can take all the money you want that you contributed to.
Yeah.
Not the gains.
All right. Are you up for a little game with us?
Yeah.
All
We don't
right.
like games.
All right. You guys, we're gonna play a little game. One word. Bringing the one word game back. For those who don't know, this is inspired by a game, Password, from Jimmy Fallon. All right, so the trick, Lewis, is I'm gonna say a word and then you come with the opposite.
The opposite.
Or it's opposite or related to.
Okay.
All right, so y'all wanna play?
Sure.
Yeah, give me an example. Start with
All
somebody else.
No.
We all go at the same time. We
Yeah.
talk
At
about
the same
stuff.
time.
We all
Okay.
go at the same time. You playing?
Yeah.
All right, so the first word is 401k. Y'all keep your own score too.
Savings. Retirement. I won.
Because I don't know if we're doing opposite or the same as. Because you said
She
so.
said opposite.
Opposite or relative to. This is about finances.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just throw something else. Throw something out there. Sugar daddy.
Sugar baby.
Money.
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 Money. Wait,
No, he got it.
Oh.
All right, stop.
Bonds.
All right, investment.
Broker. Savings.
Investment.
Person.
Investment.
Money. Future.
Account.
Property. Social.
Worker.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Social.
Security.
Yes. All right, round 2. House.
Home.
Payments.
What?
House.
Mortgage.
Look, yes.
Okay.
Not she. Who done studied up? She lost horribly last time. Annuity.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what annuity is? Oh, that annuity is an insurance thing that you buy through an insurance company, and it's kind of you pay money to them, and then they give you guaranteed money or lump sum money later on in life.
Okay.
All right, so just off of definition, I'm gonna give it to
Insurance.
Lewis. Oh, lump sum.
Oh.
All right, real estate.
Agent.
All right, buyer.
Property.
Seller.
Consumer.
Kaya. Diversity.
Equity. Inclusion.
Kaya.
What was it?
Oh, portfolio.
Oh.
All right, so the bonus round. Okay, Lewis. So there's letters C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Right? I say a word. You say a word that starts with the first one C. Next one D, E, F, so on and so forth. All right. Spare.
Key. Oh, wait. C.
Yeah, spare.
Car.
You went down to S. Hold on.
Spare.
So the answer will start with a C.
C,
That
yeah.
would say, okay.
Yeah.
Spare. Car.
Cash.
Cash.
Okay.
All right. S&P.
500.
S&P.
It got start with a D.
That's all it is.
SMB. What?
S&P.
SNP.
Dividend.
The pickles.
Down.
Down.
Yeah, oh, that's
All right. Next one is E. All right. Stock.
earnings.
Are y'all serious right now?
Yes.
Economy. Economy.
Exchange.
Oh.
All right. Next one is F. Past.
Future.
Yes. Next one is G. Lost.
Gone. Got it.
Lost.
Gain.
Yes. This
Okay,
girl is
she's
smart.
Yeah, she on it, yeah. Let me take you to jail. Yeah.
All right.
What
Next one
is?
is H. Market makers.
Home. House.
Y'all ain't getting that. Haircut.
What?
Next one is I. Percentage.
Index.
Increments.
Percentage.
Did that start with E?
Percentage.
I have no.
What percentage?
Interest.
Ah!
All right. Next one
Hey,
starts
it's so
with
simple, we overthink it, ain't it?
Right.
Yeah,
Next one is, starts with a J. Account.
Joint.
Yes. Next one is K. Tax.
Key.
What is it?
Key.
No, y'all ain't getting none either.
What is it?
Kitty. Next one is L. Margin.
Oh.
Margin.
Yes.
L.
Loss.
Leverage.
Leverage.
Oh my gosh.
I won.
You're supposed to be the expert over here. This girl don't
I
know.
won. I'm the expert.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I won.
So crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank
All
you.
right, clap it up for Mr. Lewis. Lewis, I really appreciate you coming through and hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me. I hope I was knowledgeable for you, give you some information, entertaining, all that good stuff. I hope.
Oh my gosh. So, Lewis, on behalf of Tits and Giggles, we want to give you a little appreciation.
Thank you very much.
You're
I got
welcome.
my little name on the card and everything. I feel like it's my birthday. Right?
Oh man. All right. So, do you want to stick around for our normal conversation, or you just want to slide to the side?
I think I'm gonna let girls talk. That's what I think. All right. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. So, our first question is gonna be about rejection. I know. All right, so Ebro in the morning was discussing preparing our boys for
Hebrew.
Ebro, the New York radio station. You never watched it? I mean, you never listened to them?
Who that is? That was a seasoning.
They was discussing preparing our boys to ask girls out to school dances and preparing them to be laughed at, right? So have you ever laughed at somebody that you've asked out before?
Laughed
I
at
mean, that has asked you out before?
Like laughed at them after?
Yes, like
Absolutely. So what was you thinking? Why? That actually happened to me yesterday because I had posted on my Instagram who wanted to go see Creed 3 with me.
yeah.
And somebody had the audacity to slide in my DM and say me. And I responded because I was like, what? You know how many times you asked me something and I just said, after I like engaged in it for a second, I just left it alone because I'm not going anywhere with you.
Right.
He said me, and I was like, don't you live in, I was like, you know I live in Delaware. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to pull up. And I just left it. He's still on red as we speak. Because what? No. You asked me to come to D.C.? Absolutely not. You asked me if I liked some type of restaurant that I've never even been to before. And I don't even know what they sell. No, I'm not going anywhere. So, yes, that has happened. Because what the hell? The heck?
Let your true feelings out.
Alright, Kaya, so have you ever laughed at somebody who has asked you out?
If there's somebody who, I'm gonna say probably. I'm sure I have mentally, but never like to their face or anything. I'll change the subject very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Try that.
but yeah, I never just out blatantly laugh in their face. I'd be thinking, what the world are they thinking? They know daggone well we not
See?
doing that.
I wish you wasn't even in here. I said the same exact thing.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, but
Somebody else to do it.
a good old change the subject usually works. And if they persistent, I just gotta be like, nah. Nah, that's not true. I just avoid it. I avoid it at all costs. I try to ride by quick in the truck and everything.
Oh my God.
They gonna chase you then like
They try.
hey! Mm-mm.
So, Kai, is this why you don't ask more girls out? Because you're...
I'm definitely afraid of rejection. Definitely. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to go somewhere with me. But,
What's wrong with you? I'm fun.
right, exactly. Like, you would be intrigued if you went and had a great time and all that. But yeah, nah, I can't deal with rejection. I don't know why. I feel like they shot me, literally.
You'd be excited to see the answer in the text message. They
Oh, no.
say, yeah, no.
That's how it is, too.
I'm
I'm
good.
fun.
Say it again, because I don't think they be understanding.
That's
I am
crazy.
fun.
I am fun. I'm a good time.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I have laughed at somebody, and I think that but it was like you gotta read the room. Like you gotta know like how the relationship started or why it started or like where you at in the relationship. And it just wasn't gonna be good for me, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I know that person's character. And I feel like when you know somebody, you like this ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out for me, or it ain't gonna work out for you.
Like that,
Well, I got a question for you. When you say read the room, like I hear people say it all the time, but y'all see in two different rooms. Because I have a perception of what's going on, and you have a perception of what's going on. So, how we read the room?
Because
se.
it's like, and this might be off, but it's like a love language. Whatever your love language is you can't love me based on what your love language is.
That's factual.
That's why you gotta know how check somebody's temperature, how they feel in the relationship. Because you could think you're having a great time. I know somebody who thought they was in a great relationship, but their partner was out doing this, that, and the third. Y'all not in the same relationship.
Y'all not on the same page. He turned the page. You a slow reader.
Maybe they got different books.
You a slow reader.
Yeah, so I
That's
mean,
a shame.
to me, that's basically like reading the room. Like if you know that if you came in here and Simone and I was crying, and you was like, all right, y'all, that's what we want. Yeah, we want the party. You be like, what? What do you mean?
You're gonna have happy tears.
Yeah. Like when you sober right now, you trying to go to the club. Like what? Alright, so next question. So my advisor told me that I should learn to cook. So when my husband comes, I'll be ready to cook for him.
He don't know how to cook?
Why you say that so fast? And like that.
Yes.
So the question is, do you think a woman should prepare themselves to serve their husband when he comes?
Yes. Home or like just in general?
Whatever serve means to you.
Yeah, because I feel like you should know how to cook. So when that time comes, because what if y'all have kids? What you gonna feed the kids? Cereal? That's easy. I know how to cook that. No, you need to, I feel like you should learn how to cook.
So does serve only include food? Like what does serve mean for you? Because when you said yes, I had it. See what's going on over here.
Put it all on the table.
Oh. Okay.
Well, my question goes back to what Kai said initially. He don't know how to cook. It's so you saying it's my responsibility to make sure my husband and my kids eat?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, y'all can switch on and off, but I really don't think it needs to be anybody's responsibility as long as y'all eat.
Hold on, I thought we were just serving a while ago.
Right, like,
yeah,
we're
but
literally in the midst of a discussion and you are flip-flopping.
I'm sorry. I thought about it.
No, you was like, Harry, like, what you think?
I thought about it. Yeah, I mean, it could be split up 50-50. It don't only have to be you, but I feel like if you're not gonna do it, you gotta do it. What else?
You gonna teach your kids how to cook?
Yeah.
Okay, because
My kids gotta be prepared to fend for themselves at times.
I come from a place where everybody better cook. Can
Yeah.
cook, gonna cook. We gonna make it work together as a unit most of the time, as I had to back that down. And ideally, we all work and help each
Just
other.
gonna love to live in an ideally world. That's
Because
not reality.
ideal.
I don't even know why you be saying that.
Because it's ideal. And the reality of the situation, I mean, there's in a relationship, someone's gonna do a little more cooking than the other. Someone's gonna do a little more cleaning than the other. There's gonna be give and take.
Yeah.
But ideally,
Maybe it should be 50-50, like I said.
there's no such thing as 50-50.
You know what she mean.
There's no such thing as 50-50.
Alright, so once you get married, do you think the dominant person in the relationship is the brains of the relationship?
Dominant and brains? We don't collab together?
It should be 50-50. I'm sticking to that. It needs to be 50-50. Whatever you lack in, I'm going.
So you're saying
vice versa.
if you're good with the finances, you handle that.
Right.
And if he's good with the cooking, he does that.
No, because it should be 50. That cooking should need to be 50-50. But like, if I'm good at finances, I'm gonna trust you to an extent with that. But we're not about to be broke.
Got you.
So how you feel? How you think the dominant person in the relationship is the brains of the relationship?
I don't really know how to answer that. We gotta start with what is the dominant person in the relationship? Is that the person making the money, making more money? How we go with that? But I just think we should collab on stuff that's about us. Now, I think we should have individual lives, but we collab about a lot of things. I don't think no one should run anything one way or another.
Okay. I think I'm, for the most part, except for like the heavy lifting, that's all you. But
There's no need for a gym membership there.
Everything else, I think it should be a collaborative effort. I don't know if I necessarily want one person to focus on one thing, because if something happens to that person, then I'm gonna be ass out of luck.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing, goes for them. Like if I'm not around, and I don't want to be doing stuff all the time. Because after a certain period, I feel like some things become a chore.
That's true. And
And
you don't get to enjoy it anymore.
Yeah. So I think that, it should be collaborative. You shouldn't be trying to dominate me anyway, because you're not that smart.
Oh.
Like, we ain't gonna get that.
So why you messing with somebody not that smart?
It just.
That's what happens.
Like, you strong.
Know your place. You are here to lift stuff.
Right.
No thinking involved. I'm gonna tell you where to put it, where to get it from.
Listen. It works. All right. So, do y'all believe in traditional roles? I guess that kind of means no based off your answer.
Yeah, definitely no for me.
What about you, Simone? I feel like you got some traditional roles.
She
inside.
definitely does, because
Yeah.
she is over here serving.
Yes.
I had to turn around and be like,
feel like
are you interested
you
in
was
switching?
like Miss Traditional over here.
No, it's not traditional 50-50, that's it.
She
okay?
gonna-
That's it.
She believe in barefoot and pregnant. He gonna keep her barefoot
Right.
No.
and pregnant.
Believe that,
No.
that's fine.
I don't. I just barefoot and pregnant is crazy. That means you gotta stay out like a stay-at-home wife.
Barefoot and
Absolutely not, because I'm not going. I almost cussed. I'm not going to ask you to borrow anything. I'm grown and I got kids. Mommy, can we go to McDonald's? Let me ask your dad first. Like, no, that's crazy. Like, that is ridiculous. And I know somebody that do this, but God bless them.
So do y'all believe in, speaking of asking somebody, y'all believe in having joint accounts?
No.
Well, I've been there, done that. I would highly not recommend it for
Exactly.
anyone. I've done it twice. The first one was a catastrophe. The second one was cool. We had no issues. But it still ended up with me getting my check sent to me because it was closed.
See, I'll be in jail. I don't have time for that. You messing with my money, no.
But I would recommend it.
I would say that if it's not like you have a joint account, but there's nothing in like my check's not going in there, his check not going in there. It's only okay. I can put $50 in there. Go buy the blinds that broke for the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that. But putting half of no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because something go left, and I look at my account and something missing, and you not in.
It is y'all account.
Yeah.
It's not my account.
And that's why we won't have no y'all account like that. It'll stay on zero until okay, we going food shopping. All right, I put my money in there. You need to put yours in there or whatever. Like other than that, no.
Yeah. And I'm sure that it has worked for some, but I've heard a lot of stories where people get burnt like that.
Mm-hmm.
He not answering, my account is zero, or my account got $150 in there,
Mm-hmm.
and he is gone.
Yeah,
Never to be
no.
heard from
Mm-mm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, bonus question. I was dating somebody who said that they would prefer their woman to not to work. If your partner told you to quit tomorrow, would you? Why not? Kaya?
It's a straight H no.
Don't say it because I got 9 more years to go. Just leave that part out. Because she always be like, I put my thumb in. Leave that off the table.
Well, I mean, it would be a no regardless, but for me, I've spent years putting myself in the position that I'm in, and tomorrow, after I done quit my job, they gonna leave me alone. So now I got no job, I got no girl. I'm barely gonna have a place to live because I don't know how I'm gonna pay the mortgage now that I don't got no job or no girl. So this is you putting too much dependence on someone, and I don't like that.
Right. What about you, Simone? Trey came. Said, you don't gotta work no more. Pack it up, baby. We going to Virginia.
Let's go.
She meant that too.
I did. No, like in real life.
In real life, Trey came.
No, forget that. Because if he did, I'm going. I'm going.
She threw all that stuff. She had a dime in the bank account.
We
talking about the
going
their parents.
because I'm going to have his account. We going.
But you can't have joint account. Oh, it's just
with him. If it's Trey,
then it's
yes,
joint.
I'm
It's all
going.
good.
I'll call him up right. I'll send a text message. So unprofessional. I'm not coming in tomorrow or the rest of the week. The rest of them, I quit.
So unprofessional.
No, but in real life, like aside from Trey coming to sweep me or swoop me off my feet, no, because I have to have my own. I don't feel comfortable, or I wouldn't feel comfortable asking you, hey, can I borrow $20 for gas? Absolutely not, because no, I feel like I always have to have my own source of income coming in so I can be able to provide for myself. Because things turn left, we get in an argument one week and my nail appointment coming up, and
no nails
I
for
use
you.
exactly. Now we got a problem. Now you mad, I'm mad. My nails look crazy. No, absolutely not. Or it's that you're upset and I'm like, hey, babe, I need that $40 so I can go get my nails done. Well, who you looking good for? What's wrong with your nails? No, I'd just rather have my own.
Yeah, I don't understand that that mindset. It's so hard. I don't know. Like you said, I can't just depend on somebody because people do act funny.
Mm-hmm.
People be acting up.
Because then
Especially
they
when they
have
think they
that
have the upper hand.
Yup.
Yeah.
I just about to say that. They have that upper hand. Oh, she need me. She ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere. I don't need nothing. Okay, I can go and get that job.
That's why I be like, I don't need you. I want you, but I don't need you. Like, and that's not even like to look down on somebody or to try and seem powerful, but I just don't. Like when you around, I'm gonna let you do whatever you supposed to do. But and I ain't gonna throw nothing in your face. And when we go out, I'm gonna be expecting for you to pay for stuff, absolutely, because that's what they say you supposed to do. But yeah, I ain't gonna be hurting. I know when I was younger, I said to myself, I know somebody. Their dude said to them, they got into an argument, and he was like, "I got a house. What's yours?" And at that moment, I was young, in my teenage years. I said, "A man will never
be able to tell you that.
Never be able to say, I got somewhere to live. Where your house at?" Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What would you like? What do you say after that? Like.
It starts with an F and ends with a U.
And then go to your where his room. That is crazy.
Never. Absolutely not.
Cause we be in there. There'll be some furniture moving in there.
Ooh, violent are we?
Listen.
Can't. All right. Is there anything else anybody want to add? Questions they want to pose? Share for the group.
It was a pleasure working with you ladies today.
Ridiculous stuff. All right, guys. I want to thank you for listening to our podcast. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And please be sure to join us for our next podcast here on YouTube. Positive thoughts, and have a good week.